Hello, Chem 101 students. I just want to welcome you to the first day of class. I wanted to start by going over the syllabus. Hopefully you've read it already. I just wanted to make sure that everything's real clear as we begin the class. So my name is Jesse Lemieux. You can call me Dr. L. That's what most people call me. And this is going to be my first time teaching a fully online class. We did a little bit of it earlier last semester when the campus was shut down due to COVID, but this class is fully online. So that means you are able to consume the lecture content when you want, but I do offer office hours. So those office hours are Monday and Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and by appointment. And please don't be shy about asking me for an appointment. I want to offer regular office hours every week, but also have, I also have time to work with you individually, and that's a part of what I do. And so just let me know. Continue to converse with me. Make sure you send me emails. If you send to my email address here, that's great, or through Canvas. Either way, just make sure to communicate with me and get the help you need. Okay, so in terms of schedule, you'll see that we're going to be following a very regular schedule. For this schedule, every week there will be content that appears on Monday morning or Sunday night, Monday morning-ish. And then you will have the week to complete this content, and it will be due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. And so that's the weekly cycle that resets every week on Sunday night, and then we have new content for the following week. There will be a number of assignments. There will always be a homework assignment every week, and there will be a discussion. So I'll talk a little bit about what those are in a bit. There will also be quizzes and a lab exercise or experiment at some point. And most of these will come out of the lab manual. There are a few that won't, like lab safety. I'll give you that as a handout online. The only weeks that there aren't quizzes are the weeks that there are exams. So you can see here there are exams on these bolded weeks here. And then every week that we have an exam, I'll do a lab review. And the lab reviews are meant to prepare you for the lab final that happens at the end. You can see here the important dates for the class. We're generally not doing ads, so if you're interested in adding, you can contact me. I'll generally just tell you to go and register for the late start class instead. Last day to drop without a W is the September 7th, and last day to drop with a W is October 30th. This is some general information about what you'll learn in the class. Right now it won't mean a whole lot, but it's for reference later. As a part of this class, we're testing by the end these student learning outcomes, and that's a part of how we evaluate how the class has gone. For materials, you don't need a whole lot for this class since it's fully online. We have a free textbook, which I have a link to here and also on Canvas. We have a free lab manual, which is also posted on Canvas. The whole manual is there, so if you want to print out some things ahead of time, you can do that. You know on the schedule which labs will be done each week, and we'll be referring to those lab manual pages every week for certain assignments, except for the lab reviews and a few other assignments. You will want a calculator, so you want a calculator kind of like mine here, or something like it, a simple scientific calculator. The important buttons are that it has a button that says log, like this, log, and you want a button that says EE or EXP. My EE is right here. If I press second, I hit the EE. And so when I'm doing problems online, I'll be using the Windows calculator, and the Windows calculator works too. If you can't buy a calculator, the Windows calculator does work. I'll show you the Windows calculator here. And it does a pretty good job. It does have an EE. This EXP button is the same as EE. Some calculators say EE. Some say EXP. It does have a log button, so you could use that too. The reason why I recommend you get a simple scientific calculator is if you're going to be taking standardized exams later after this class, you'll want to be familiar with a simple scientific calculator because that's all that's allowed. In terms of technology requirements, I've tried to keep these to a minimum, but we do have some minimum technology requirements because of the online class. If this is a problem for you, let me know. We really need these, and the school is here to help you. So if you don't have a computer, if you follow this link, you can fill out a form with the campus, and they can provide you with a Chromebook computer. They also have hotspots for internet access. If internet access is trouble for you, you can simply visit the college website, and if you scroll down, they have links to both the Chromebook and the hotspots for internet access. You'll want occasional access to a printer. So of course you can print outside. You could print at the library when it's there available, although you're charged a little bit. But I will have you print some things so that you can write on them and create a PDF file, which is what you'll upload to turn in your assignments to me. To create the PDF file, you don't need a special scanner. You can simply use your phone, and you can use the free app Adobe Scan. I have links on Canvas to it and a link to this video which shows you how you can make PDFs from what you've written on using Adobe Scan and then upload those. In terms of checking Canvas, you'll want to do this very frequently, every couple of days, obviously at least every week, because new things show up by 9 a.m. on Monday every week, and they're due on Sunday night near midnight. You are online, so you're going to be having to take a little bit of charge of your own learning. You have to make sure to ask me questions if you get stuck. And I try to be as available as possible. I do answer pretty quickly, but my guarantee is within 24 hours, except maybe on Saturday. Okay. And I will assign you a lot of problems. There are problems within the textbook, the free textbook that we're using, that you should try. And I'll also have homework problems. That's kind of the minimal amount of work that I think you could possibly get away with. But definitely, most people will need to do the in-chapter problems too in the book to be able to, prepare themselves for exams. Just because we're online, you shouldn't think that this class is not demanding. It is. So the college estimates 2 to 3 hours of study time for each unit. This is a 4-unit class, so you can expect, outside of the lectures that you watch, 6 to 9 hours a week of independent study, reading, and so forth. So make sure that you are staying on top of your assignments and scheduling your week so you can actually finish these before Sunday. If you are waiting till the last minute, you're going to have a hard time every week, and it will be very stressful. Obviously, academic integrity, don't cheat. My rule is that if I do see copied answers, which are pretty easy for me to pick out because usually they're weird, incorrect answers that are exactly the same, I'll just write a 0 on your assignment, and I'll indicate in Canvas that I noticed it was copied from someone else's, and I'll indicate a 0 on both. It's pretty easy, like I said, for me to tell when something's copied, especially when it's not right. So just don't do that. If you cheat as well, you can get further disciplinary action from the campus. There's a number of support services that you can use. Now, most of these are online. I will tell you that you can always email me. I typically respond within 20 to 48 hours on the weekdays. If 24 hours have passed and you do not get a response from me, it's okay to email me again. Don't be shy. I get a lot of emails, so occasionally I miss one by accident. I try not to, but it can happen. I'm only human. So let me know if there's a problem there. Just, don't email me every hour, because sometimes I'm sleeping and stuff. But if you don't get a response within 24 hours, please feel free to email me again. But that shouldn't happen. You should always get a response within 24 to 48 hours. As we're going through COVID, most of these campus services are being done through phone and internet. And so there are links here to all of the various services. There are tutoring services. You'll see that on Canvas there is a Net Tutor button that you can get tutoring and make appointments anytime. There's also maybe some tutoring available through the Academic Support Center. So you can see the status of that by clicking here. If you have a learning difference, or a disability, please let me know right away, and also contact DSPS so we can accommodate you as best as we can. The library will be open on Tuesday and Wednesdays, even though we're in the pandemic. So you can go in there to study. There is social distancing happening and all of that. It is also possible to print things there. Counseling, you may, if you need a learning plan for the campus, you should have already seen a counselor. If not, make sure you do that. And there's a number of other services that you can check out as well if you click the link here. And as always, the main site is valleycollege.edu. In terms of grades, so what will you be graded on? So first of all, again, everything's going to be due promptly at 11:59 each week on Sunday. And you need to turn these in on time. There will be 1,000 total points. 240 of these points will come from 3 midterms that will each be worth 30 points. They'll be administered through Canvas, and you'll be able to start them anytime throughout the week. But once you start, you will have 1 hour and 30 minutes to complete it. And of course, it closes at 11:59 on Sunday, so you can't start too late. You need to give yourself time to finish it. There will be 13 quizzes given throughout the semester, each worth 10 points. You'll have 20 minutes to finish those. Those, again, will be administered through Canvas. There will be a comprehensive final exam, again, administered through Canvas in the last week, and you will have 2 hours and 30 minutes to complete it. There will be lab assignments, 17 lab assignments, each worth 10 points, and a lab final worth 20 points. The lab final will be given through Canvas. The lab assignments you will write on and upload as PDFs weekly. And there will be homework assignments, and depending on the week, I may have you upload them as a PDF or type them into Canvas. I will show you how you can do that. The first one's going to be through PDF because I still will need some time to show you how to write things in Canvas. And so you're going to want to do these homework problems each week and practice problems that I recommend out of the textbook, the online textbook. Finally, each week there will be a Canvas discussion. So the first week it's just introductions. After that, I'll basically put out various problem sets or discussion problems, and you will each be assigned a certain problem to fill out on the Canvas interface in the discussion forums and talk about. In terms of late assignments are not accepted. However, I do give you a grace period. They are due at 11:59 on Sunday, and you should never wait till after to do that. However, I do understand that life happens, and so there is a 48-hour grace period every week where no points will be taken off. But after this grace period has elapsed, no late assignments will be accepted for any reason. The 48-hour grace period is there to give you a little breathing room, so you don't have to say, oh, hey, Dr. L, can you extend this for me because something terrible happened? Okay, you don't even have to ask me. That 48 hours is there. However, if you decide to just wait too late, you are already past the due date, and I will not extend past the due date. The due date is on Sunday at 11:59. If you email me at Sunday at 11:48 and say I need an extension, I'll say no. It's due at Sunday at 11:59. Okay. Only if you contact me well before the due date can I help you, not right 10 minutes before the due date or after the due time. Okay. There will be 1,000 points earned overall. Greater than 900 points is an A, 800 to 900 is a B, and so forth. And so it's very easy to calculate what you will need for a certain grade in my class. You just need to get that certain number of points. There is one proviso, one special note, and that is that if you get less than 60% in either lecture or lab, you will not pass the class. You do need to do the lab assignments and the lecture assignments. In addition, you have to have at least 65% of quiz and exam points to get a C. This is a department policy. And so there are 490 quiz and exam points. You need to get at least 294 of those to get a C in the class. After that, this grading scheme holds here. There is extra credit up to 30 points. If you come to office hours And I have office hours Monday, 10 a.m. So you could, I definitely encourage you to come to this first one, especially to answer any of your questions. If you have a chemistry question, none of you probably will have a chemistry question just yet in the first day, but after that, if you have a chemistry question, I'll note that, and you can earn 3 extra credit points for asking your chemistry question in office hours. This includes office hours that you may make an appointment with me for. If people are making an appointment for a different time and it's very popular, I will add that to my office hour schedule. There are also Mesa sessions. If you go to this website, Mesa here, which I'll show, if you click it, Mesa, they do have various events that are going on. You can click here and see Mesa events. And when you attend these events here, they do keep attendance, and then they report back. They'll ask you who your teacher is, and they'll take your attendance, and at the end they'll give me a report that tells me that you went. And so you'll get 5 points for attending one of those sessions. Okay. All right, and back to the syllabus now. In terms of lab, there is another thing too, is that if you miss more than 2 labs, I will drop you from the course. So you do need to do the lab assignments, okay? Some people try to skip these. No, I will warn you, and then I will drop you. You must do the lab assignments. It's an important part of the class, and so you have to do those. And this is the point breakdown for lab. So that's the syllabus. Now I just wanted to also tell you a little bit about the Canvas class that we're using here. So you log into Canvas, and I assume that you guys have figured that out by now, but if not, you can email me I think everyone is logging into Canvas for their classes. You'll be I have 2 introductory chemistry classes, so I'm just going to show one of them for both of you guys, but they look exactly the same. So I'll just go to this one. So this is section 4. If you're in section 15, it looks the same. It just says section 15. I have a video, welcome to Chem 101 online here. And this is where if you click this, it will open Zoom and you will go to my office hours. Okay. So whenever I'm holding office hours, you can just click this and go straight there. The office hours are also shown. This link is also shown at the top of the syllabus. If we go back to the top here of the syllabus, it's right here. This is the same link that's there in Canvas. And so if you're ever in Canvas and at that time you want to just click that link, you can, or you can bookmark it so you can come to office hours when I'm there. This is some reference info that you'll want to download and print probably and have beside you. There's a periodic table. This is something that occasionally I'll tell you to make notes on your own periodic table. So you'll want to print this out and have this next to you for exams too. And your homework and all of that. You just always want to have that when you're doing your chemistry work. Also, there's a list of elements, ions, and acids. I'll talk about that later, but that's another reference sheet you're going to want to have. This is going to be the things that you'll probably want to memorize. Now, in general, in a in-person class, I make you memorize it, but since we're not in person, I don't really know what you have next to you, but you can refer to this, but it will be much easier if you have these memorized. It'll be much easier to understand what I'm saying as well when I'm talking in class. And I'll tell you when you should have those memorized by. This is a link to the overall online textbook. Each week I'll be linking to particular chapters that we're covering, as you saw on the syllabus here, but this is the overall textbook. I highly recommend just clicking outside here like this to look at it outside. You get a little bit more screen space. That's true for a lot of things like the videos I post too. It's often easier to look at them outside of Canvas than it is inside of Canvas because you get more screen space. This is a lab manual. So I put the whole lab manual here in case you want to print out things ahead of time. So in the syllabus, I've shown you what experiment we're doing. Like for example, this week we're doing exercise H. So again, you can download this too. If you click, you can download it and just have it on your computer. That way you won't have to wait for it to load up like we're waiting for right now. But there it goes. It finally loaded up. And you can see it's kind of slow loading from Canvas. I highly recommend that you download this. We're going to be on page 143, exercise H, for this week. Now I do also just break each of those out and post them each week as well. It's 143, but it's not 143 in the listing because there were some cover pages. So it's right here, 143, which is page 147 overall. And there it is, exercise H. So I separate these. If you want to print all of these ahead of time, you can use this. You can print this entire lab manual if you like ahead of time so that you have it available. But if not, if you have a printer at home, you can just print out each section once a week when I post them. That's really up to you. Okay, now going back to home. What I have underneath is some technology help. So in terms of computer software, you're going to want probably the Chrome browser. I've found that Chrome browser has the best compatibility with Canvas. I've found that Apple browsers, Safari in particular, has a hard time with some Canvas functions. So I don't recommend it. I recommend Chrome. And in terms of viewing PDFs, you can view those through Chrome, but a better way to view them is through Adobe Acrobat Reader. So I recommend that you download that from this link. If you're confused about Canvas and want an overview, this is a video that tells you a little bit more about Canvas. Also, there are additional resources over here. For software, you can get Office 365, which is Microsoft Word and Excel for typing things for any of your classes. We won't use it that much in this class, but it's nice to have. If you're just new to taking classes online, which many of us are, I recommend enrolling in the Quest for Online Success class here. This will give you a better idea of how to be successful online. There's also a Canvas student guide if you want more help with learning Canvas. And then there's a link here to Office 365. If you click that, you can actually get access to Microsoft Word and Excel online, but you can also download them too and have them on your computer. And so that's why I left that link there on the side of the navigation. You'll notice there's a lot of things hidden. I can see it, but you can't. And this is because it just makes it cleaner for you guys, so you don't have to search around. When you are doing things in Canvas, you can just follow the order that I gave you here. Now, after the beginning, maybe you've read all of this, you can also collapse sections. So if you feel like you're done with the syllabus and info section for now, you can collapse it after you're done. There's one more thing in here. There's a video that shows you how you will submit your written assignments as PDFs by using your phone in the Adobe Scan app. And here are links as well to the Canvas and Adobe Scan apps for your phone, for iOS or for Android. And you'll need both of those apps for this class. Finally, there's a general discussion here. You should all read the discussion netiquette. It's basically common sense. It basically means be nice to the people that you're talking to. Okay, if someone's being rude and terrible, I'm going to notice and I'm going to tell you to stop it. You need to be nice. Of course, I'm sure everyone will be nice to their colleagues here in this class. There's a student lounge where you can talk about whatever you want, really. And here's a place where you could post course-related questions of any kind. So these are just general discussions. After this syllabus and info section, the course will be broken down into what's happening every week. And so you'll start off with a week 1 instructions that tells you what to do. So you can see here our week 1 instructions are, we've got learning objectives, what you're going to be doing this week. So right now you're watching lesson 1, syllabus, okay? And then there's going to be another lesson. This will be a kind of short week because a lot of time is devoted to this syllabus and so forth, but yeah, we will have one lesson, and I'll walk you through an algebra review as well. I'll do an algebra review video that you can watch, and a video to show you how to do the lab exercise. And so, and there's kind of approximate times here that will take you for things. Remember, you should be spending approximately 9 to 12 hours altogether a week on this class. That's what's recommended. And so you will be spending some time in here. And then these are the things that are due. So if we go back here now to our home, we can see I do post the PowerPoints that I use for the videos, which are right here. These readings and media includes the weekly reading from the textbook, as well as my videos that I'm recording. Some of those videos aren't there yet. And here are the documents that you will need to write on to turn in, and so you would print these out here. And then finally, these are the places where you turn in your assignment. So we have a discussion here. The week 1 discussion is going to be to introduce yourself. There's instructions for how to put your picture into Canvas, like I've got mine right here. I want all of you to do that so we can see how everyone, see everyone's face and get to know each other, and then say a few things about yourself here and introduce yourself, and then make one, and try to do that earlier in the week so that people can respond. Later you'll want to do one response, say, oh yeah, I'm also learning nursing, or I also like pizza, or something like that. Nice to meet you. And those two, the post and response, will be worth 10 points. So every discussion is worth 10 points. Of course, this is a relatively easy discussion. Later we'll be having discussions about actual chemistry things. And there's a the week 1 homework. So this is where you turn in the homework. You will write the homework up here, and then you'll go here to upload it. This is where you'll upload your lab assignment. So again, you'll print this out and write on it, and you'll go here to turn it in. And then finally, this is the quiz. You'll come here to take the quiz. So when you click it, right, for me, I preview it because I am the instructor. It hasn't been published yet because I'm not opening it until the beginning of the week 1. If you're a student, I can do a student view here. Student view. The way it will look like is oh, you can't see it. Okay, well, I think I'll be able to show you later on after it's opened. But and what you're going to find here is that every week, I'm going to leave student view. Every week there will be a similar pattern. So you'll see the same arrangement of things. So there will be an organization, notes and PowerPoints, readings and media, the documents you need to print out and fill in, and then the assignments, which include a discussion, homework, lab assignment, and a quiz or exam. Okay. And so I just wanted to give you a video to kind of explain the way everything's going to work in the class. I hope this helped, and I will be seeing you in office hours, hopefully, and online soon. All right.